Hello, wonderful people. Mostly just went to class today. Not super eventful, but I did find a journal to start using as my bullet journal, which is super cool. And forgot that wasn't locked. And also, so you know how I did this whole switch over to journalism major thing? So I knew about this app that I'm about to talk about. It's for iOS and Android. I think I signed up like a year ago and then never used it. But now I feel like I have a really good use for it, and that is I want to get some practice telling stories. Whether that's like random internet adventures I go on and learn some random factoid that I tell people, or like somebody has an interesting story to tell and I can practice doing that. I don't think I'm articulating this very well, but anyway, the app is called Anchor, and it's sort of like podcasting and Snapchat combined. Everything on a station is only up for 24 hours and then it goes away. So I figured this would be a really cool, low-stress way to get some practice in doing some storytelling and radio-type journalistic things with like very little pressure, because like if I make a crappy thing, I don't know, I just re-record it, or worst case scenario, it's gone after 24 hours anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I made a channel on there called Have You Ever? Here's my little descriptor. So if you happen to have Anchor, I highly suggest you do. First of all, check out Have You Ever? You'll hear everything that I did today. Anchor also has really cool interactive features that are different than regular podcasting, such as being able to do call-ins. That's where you can record. Think of it like a voicemail. It's not really like that, but think of it like a voicemail to a show. You're calling in, you're leaving something. I'm asking people to tell me stories so that I can talk about them and research them and whatnot. But there's a ton of really great content on Anchor. The format is cool, since everything does expire in 24 hours, and the other kicker is you can't record things longer than 5 minutes. So it's bite-sized little things, a little bit more palatable than like an hour-long podcast for some people. Yeah, I highly recommend checking it out. I'm on there now, so I'll be doing things particularly? Well, I don't know where that word came from. I'm very sorry. But my thing today was just sort of a general introductory deal. I told a story about going to the baseball game the other day, and I talked about something that I think of in my head called a treasure hunt. It's sort of like the Wikipedia game where you guys have done this, I'm sure, where you land on a page on the internet somewhere and you go, oh, interesting, and you click to another page and to another page and another page, and then pretty soon you're like way far down the rabbit hole and have no idea how you got there. And I really like those moments because they usually lead to little facts that I tell people out in the world, and people go like, how did you know that? And sometimes I'm ashamed to tell them it's because I am an internet junkie and can just look at anything. But it's also a fun storytelling thing and a fun way to connect with people. So check me out on Anchor, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow.